the game, cause see the boxing boys.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
Y que si no lo hace, que él ganando esta pelea, que, bueno, repito, que te va a dar la oportunidad.
Thank you. They Air Max 270.
Que los mejores están peleando con los mejores. Si es dicho por él, ¿no? ¿Qué usted piensa de él? Apoyarte de esa manera y comentar sobre eso.
Él es el único con cojones de decir las cosas. Él es el único con cojones de reconocer mi talento, mi trabajo, ¿no? Reconocer mi trabajo. Y yo digo lo mismo de él, ¿sabes? Y así debería ser el proceso.
He says that Wilder obviously recognizes his talent, and instead of what others are doing in recognizing his talent and running from it, Wilder is embracing it and wanting to obviously challenge himself as a real champion and as a real man. He feels is the right thing to do, which is fight the best. And if the best, is Ortiz, regardless of age, it's who you have to fight. And he feels the same way about Deontay, that he speaks the truth, and when he speaks that, when he called him and told him, "I'm giving you the fight," he never doubted him. And 6 months later, they're in the ring. So at the end of the day, he's shown nothing but to be, forget about fighters, he said, just a man, the old school man, shook your hand and made eye contact and meant what they said. But, unfortunately, it's not the business that we're in. And he said it should be that way, but it's not. So he's going to have to just deal with it as it comes. And hopefully him and Wilder can have a trilogy, and make each other great, as Ali and Frazier did. They're going to rise each other up. So let's see. It's to be seen still.
You feel a big win Saturday night, gets him right where he needs to be, back in the picture.
Que si una ganada de una manera espectacular sábado te pone de nuevo ahí en la mezcla de todo, o ya estás ahí en la mezcla de todo.
Hola, yo seguiré haciendo mi trabajo, que es destruir a mi contrario. Y mi oportunidad, ¿sabes? Está en las manos de Balaminga.
He says that obviously he's disappointed in having to continuing to prove himself, and that he doesn't feel like he should have to, continue proving himself fight after fight, when he showed what no one else was able to do versus Wilder, and it was unfortunate circumstance of why he didn't win that fight and be able to continue that fight. That's another subject and another story altogether. But okay, if that's what he has to do, he'll continue to do. Seek and destroy. He had no different game plan for Wilder. It was seek and destroy, as everyone saw. It was come after the champ, take his title, win convincingly. He did it with Cunjano. He's done it with Jennings. He's done it. He's going to do it with this guy. He's not going to change his style. He says to continue proving that he merits to be in the position. Everyone in the world has already said he is, at the very least, a top 4. Wilder says he's number 2. If the consensus of the top fighter is that he's number 2, who should know better? He fought him. And so, as he appreciates the question, he says that, if it is what it is, then yeah, he's going to continue to do it.
Obviously, we got Joe Joyce on the undercard, and he put out an article yesterday. He's adamant about a shot at King Kong. Are you guys equally as interested, or is that a step backwards to you?
Que Joe Joyce dijo que quiere pelear contigo, que si usted piensa que eso es echando para atrás o un paso para adelante, ¿qué tú piensas?
No hay paso para atrás. Si él tiene deseo de pelear, man,
that's what I'm talking
about. Ready.
He says no, it's not a step backwards. Every fight is a fight. If he wants to fight, let's fight. Let's get it on. Make it happen. It's as simple as that. He can come to the lobby and ask him personally. You don't have to say it through through an interview. He can ask him personally.
Maybe go get him. That's good for TV.
Yeah.
So what about you? Do you prefer a Joyce route, or would you want him to stay the course and wait on that rematch?
Personally, I would continue with the course, which is the championship scenario. I think Joyce, while eager in his intentions and green in his performances, still is a little ambitious for him still yet to say that he wants to fight him. It's a different story when you have 12 rounds to take care of business and you run out of rounds at 6 and you don't know what else to do. So maybe he needs a few more fights. He's a great fighter and he has a lot of promise, but I think it would be premature for him. I don't think his people would do him justice allowing that fight to take place. It's good to call out, it's good to stir up, you know, and do all that, but I believe that his portion right now, minutes from another championship, at some point something's going to break. Joshua's going to feel the pressure. Someone's going to beat Joshua because he ain't all that. And at the end of the day, his opportunity will arise if he continues with what he's doing.
After this fight, how many months would be safe in Herman's eyes for him to stay out of the ring?
Well, you know, I would like to see him back in the ring March, April. And I think that's a fair assessment of what his conditioning is and what he continuously, you know, since I've met him for 5 years now, he's always been trained. You know, obviously intensity changes, but he's in the gym, one way or another, on the road, in the gym, at the strength facility, something. So, you know, again, we got a nice active 3 fights this year, in a year. I would like to see it again and continue. That keeps you young as a fighter. The worst thing for a fighter, whether he's 20 years old or he's 50 years old, is not fighting. And that's the worst thing. So I think March, April would be ideal with whoever's relevant and available.
Now, you're saying March, April. Obviously, April date, the 13th, Wembley. That's what Joshua has penciled in. Wilder and every other heavyweight obviously wants that position. Hypothetically speaking, Wilder gets that shot. Who should Luis Ortiz face if he's offered the undercard, possibly?
You're asking him or me?
I'm asking you who he should face. I mean, you should ask him as well. Who would he like to face?
Todo el mundo, abril 13, quiere pelear con Joshua, que es la fecha que tienen disponible ya. Pelear con Joshua.
Okay, we're about to get started. Could I please have the fighters make their way to the stage?
Wilder ganarle a Joshua,
fighters make their way to the stage. Thank you.
Joshua, yo peleé con Wilder. Deberían ellos, que son los más jóvenes, de pelear con el viejo. Debería él de pelear conmigo. Y si me gana, pelea con Wilder.
He says that he already fought Wilder. If he's such the old man like they're saying, or like everyone's saying, let Joshua do his job with Ortiz, and if he wins, then the mega fight, Wilder. Beat the guy that everyone is scared to beat, that Wilder already beat. That's what he's saying to Joshua. Beat me, and then go try and beat Wilder. Wilder merits and deserves that shot immediately, in my eyes, because, you know, of what he's proven that he can do. And if he does get that shot April 13th, which I doubt very much that that's going to happen, then yeah, we'd love to see that fight happen, Wilder and Joshua, personally, me.
All right, last one. He's probably going to need your help to defend him. The detractors say, who's Ortiz beat? Last time he beat somebody was Brian Jennings. Why they call him the boogeyman? He ain't fought nobody.
Que por qué dicen la gente, que usted piensa lo que dicen la gente, y quién le ha ganado a Ortiz. El único que le ha ganado a Brian Jennings. ¿Qué tanta el miedo con él? ¿Qué tanto sabe, el boogeyman? ¿Qué tanto King Kong? ¿Qué tú dices de eso?
Eso es mi trabajo. Mi trabajo y lo deseo de ganar.
Luis Ortiz to the stage, please.
He says that if that's what they're saying, then, you know, step up. You know, that's his job. His job is to do what he's done. He didn't pick the 30 opponents that he's fought. He didn't handpick them. He didn't pick them. They put him there, and a lot of the times it was like last resort. There's even a phone call. I remember the manager saying to us, "There's no fight. Nobody wants to fight. So we got this guy. What do you think, coach?" Well, let's go. You know, I mean, you got to fight, right? So it's to be seen. The jury's still out.
Herman Salcido, gracias.
What is up, TBV family? Yes, YouTube has been cutting funding to their channels as of late, and with net neutrality going through its process, the internet is changing. If you want to keep your favorite channel intact, coming up with tons of content, and plus get hours and hours of extra content, head over to patreon.com/theboxingvoice to become a member of the TBV family and help support the channel. Peace.